Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome, how are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea, specifically from the TCC condo here in Taril, Davao City, Philippines. And this is the view from the condo. We're up on the second floor. We got moved the other day because well, the place is kind of falling apart. The air conditioning stopped. This is the last week they're actually going to be using it for a condo, so that would explain it. So I have a topic in mind here. Just going to show you down the street here. Pretty typical scene. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be a hot day, no surprise. But the reason I'm here right now is because my wife is with her family. I'm not sure what's on her agenda today, but you know, she's always working hard at something back at home in the States and here in the Philippines. She's got a wedding to prepare for her brother. She's got other documents for some other things she's been working on to possibly try to get her parents to come visit us in America, maybe next year, depends on how things go. But basically the gist of this video is about putting my wife first. It's something I told her before I married her. I would put her needs, wants, desires, privileges above my own, not because I'm a simp or a fool, but because, you know, the way the Bible says a husband is to love his wife, he is to give up his life for her, because that's what Jesus did. If anyone was a simp, I guess you could call Jesus a simp, because he was perfect and he died for the imperfect, for his bride, even before she even believed on him. While we were yet sinners, Christ died for the ungodly. And he did it not because there was anything in it for him. He wanted a wife, but he put all of her needs above his own so he could be a servant leader of her. So as imperfectly as possible, as it is for a human being, you know, I try to do that for her. And the reason I'm here able to tape some videos, other than getting a little grouchy that I haven't had time to do that, and we've been here about 5 days, is my wife allowed me to spend time today. She usually likes me to go over to her family for breakfast and then for lunch and dinner, and we spend a lot of time there, and I haven't been able to tape. And I did tape some videos the other day, but the chip went bad, so there they go. So nicely, you know, she's allowing me to stay home and just do whatever I want to do here today. Tape as many videos as I can, which is great. And I'm letting her spend time with her family. She recognizes that it's easy for me to feel kind of left out, maybe ignored a little bit when we're here in the Philippines. But here's my point. She left everything to come here to be with me. This is her home. She's been able to meet her friends. I've been able to meet her friends. It's good to see them be together. Seeing her family meet at the airport, and just about everybody came out to meet us in Davao. It was like 1 in the morning, and boy, just seeing them together, you know, tears were flowing. It was great to watch them interact. We got to her house, stayed up for a few more hours. I think some of them stayed up till 5 in the morning. Not me. I couldn't do that. So I got to crash in her bedroom there. And so she's appreciative of me letting her do this. Is it a sacrifice? Kind of is. I kind of feel alone sometimes over here. But what I focus on is the reality that she's a very happy woman to spend time with her family and friends. She doesn't get to do that often. This is so far away from Nebraska, USA, that she doesn't want to come over here every year because it takes out a lot even on her at 29. It's kind of a grind. You think you want to do it, and then you have second thoughts and you consider all that's involved with getting here. But she is out spending time with her family. I don't know when she'll be back here tonight. There's some roosters down there. And I just get to tape as many videos as I can, depending on, you know, if I can get it all on these camera chips. Some of them I've never used before, and so I'll just kind of experiment. But yeah, putting your wife first. Over here, I have to deal with, maybe I'm alone a little more than I want, but I just put my thoughts on her happiness. She's with her family. She's already told me she appreciates it. She knows it's hard for me because I want to spend all my time with her, because she's the wife I waited for a long time. But I do it for her. And you know, whenever you sacrifice for somebody, it comes back to you. When you give to somebody, God gives back to you even more than you gave to them. So I have I have a wonderful wife. I love her very much. She's going to be doing things that make her happy today. In fact, it makes me happy to do these videos. And now I have maybe all day to do it. Maybe I'll eventually get bored. I don't know. But I told her when we married her, whatever I can, whenever possible, I will defer to her for her happiness. And I don't have any worries that because of this philosophy that she's going to leave me. Quite the opposite. I feel that by having this philosophy, this attitude about our marriage, that it will bond us closer together. She realizes that I realize that when you marry a Filipina, things are not like you marry somebody from your own country. So I need to recognize that. I cannot turn her into an American. I do not want her to do that. I don't want her to be eating foods that she doesn't want to eat here just because we eat them in America. I want her to eat what she's comfortable eating. I want her to eat healthy, of course. But I'm not going to Americanize her. I'm not going to take her away from her family. I can't take that away from her heart. And I'm not going to try. So when you marry a Filipina, I would suggest coming here to the Philippines so you can see what it's like living in her area, meet her friends, meet her family, think about what it would be like for her to leave all of that, to be with somebody that's relatively unknown to her, and then end up trying to be a good wife to this man. And so be sensitive to her, be considerate of her situation. Yeah, she's not ignoring me. This vacation is for her. When we come to the Philippines, it's for her. So if I don't see her a lot because she's spending time with her friends and I don't want to be out in this heat and I don't want to take 4 showers a day, and that's perfectly all right, because this trip is all about my wife and her happiness. And when we go to bed, we can talk about her day and how it went. And she thanks me for, she understands that it's hard on me. But this is a sacrifice, one of many you make for your Filipina, and it is all well worth it. So, other than God himself, nobody comes first in my life other than my love beyond the sea.